Welcome to Al Jazeera. Well, the clock's been started on an election campaign in Venezuela to decide who will succeed Hugo Chavez. The day after the former president was given a state funeral, the Election Commission chose April the 14th as a date for the vote. Interim President Nicolas Maduro had already called for the election to be held as soon as possible. Well, Lucia Newman joins us live now from the Venezuelan capital. Lucia, so the date has been set for the election. Maduro, though, has a huge political advantage. I mean, he was chosen by Chavez as his successor, and he's, of course, riding on a wave of huge public sentiment.
Absolutely, Darren. There's no question about that. It is an enormous wave, an unprecedented wave of emotions which the government is continuing to feed. In fact, at this moment, the state television continues to broadcast non-stop the images of Venezuelans who are coming from all over the country, filing past the casket of Hugo Chavez as he continues to lie in state. As they leave, the images show them wiping their tears. So this emotion is still boiling very much and fresh in the minds of Venezuelans. At the same time, the campaign itself will be extremely short. The Electoral Commission announced that it will begin on the 2nd and end on the 11th of April. That means only 10 days. It will begin shortly after Easter week ends. Remember, this is a very Catholic country. The opposition coalition, in the meanwhile, has ended speculation that it might actually boycott these elections. It confirmed Enrique Capriles would be the candidate, said that it would participate in these elections, even though they believed that they were unfair in every way, starting with the fact that the former vice president is now the interim president, which gives him the advantage of all the resources of the state. This is what the president of the opposition coalition had to say. He said, "We will campaign against lies and abuses. We will face this challenge with serenity and with strength." Darren, a recognition, an acknowledgement that they have a very tough battle ahead of them.
Yeah, I was going to say, Lucia, given those political tensions that you've just talked about across the country, it's going to be a hard-fought election, even though the campaigning's very short.
Absolutely. It will be probably the most intense political campaign in the history of Venezuela and probably of most countries, because normally they have 3 months to campaign and to prepare their propaganda, their publicity, their slogans, etc. Now, the one advantage for Capriles is that he was already campaigning in October against Hugo Chavez. But again, that was Hugo Chavez. Now he is facing the ghost of Hugo Chavez and his successor, or would-be successor, Nicolas Maduro, and, as you mentioned before, this wave of pain and of emotion that followed the death of the man who governed this country for 14 years.
All right, Lucia Newman there in the Venezuelan capital, Caracas. Lucia, thank you.